Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Codex After Dark. My name is Tim. This guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is Uncle Gary. There he is, the Ric Flair of comic books, the cheeseburger in paradise himself. And right next door to him is Dan Kellyart, formerly of Threads, now live on Instagram. Gentlemen, there he goes. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. How about you?
All right. I am great. I am ready to look at some comic books. I'm ready to talk about the hottest books of the week and some amazing back issue gems and the treasures Uncle Gary has for us for his showcase tonight.
Treasures.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a stacked show for you. So sit back, relax, and let's do this. Before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to find us on all the socials. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station, and that is where we will be. Your favorite social media platforms and where we're live streaming right now or where you're catching us in the future. Hello, fellow time travelers. Once again, all you got to do is type in at the Codex Station. Also, we have a website that is thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. All you got to do is head over there to get some merch. Sal,
Merch.
there you go. Meet the team and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com. Also, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget our sponsor for tonight's episode. That would be Dubby Energy. Sal, I believe you're drinking that right now.
I'm drinking the one that Dan gave me. What was it, yesterday? The Dragonade.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to head over to dubby.gg to save 10% on your order by using the keyword code -X at checkout. Now, Uncle Gary is working his way back in. He'll be back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact,
there he is
right now.
Sweating, I had to do tech stuff.
He's working his way back to you.
That's perfect.
Babe.
Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, let's go ahead and get some awesome introductions out of the way. Sal, when you are not doing Codex stuff, where can people find you?
Well, you can always find me on YouTube under Sal's Comic Corner and also under Instagram as the Slab Guy 77.
That is fantastic. And Dan, when you are not threading away on Facebook's imitation of X, formerly Twitter, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. Go on there, give me a follow, give me some likes and some stuff. Commissions are open. Have your money become my money so I can buy stuff at the convention, and you can get some awesome stuff like this House of Slaughter sketch cover that I am currently working on finishing up.
That is wonderful. And last but not least, Uncle Gary, please let people know where they can find you when you are not doing Codex.
Just want to give another shout out to Dan. You get a commission from Dan, you get an awesome piece like this great Aquaman picture that he drew for me with his own hands, and it was a very nice. Those hands drew that. You can find me at Comic Logic, the only comic store in Loudoun County, Virginia. If you're in Northern Virginia area, we would love to see you. You can see me every Wednesday getting my fix, and we can talk comics. Yeah, that's it, baby. Tap that vein. We also do a Facebook Live show from Comic Logic. The first Thursday of every month, and then on the second and third Thursdays, we're under our Ye Grumpy Old Nerds banner, and you can catch us there. And then also on Facebook, on the Comic Character of the Day, the great site that our buddy Archduke Kevy started. I supply the covers every day, so every all of us contribute in some way to that, and my contribution is doing the covers, and I'm under the name Opie Taylor there. So
perfect.
Back to you, my man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get some comics started. I'm ready. I know you guys are ready. So, Sal, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
All right. There we are. So are we... Are we doing back issues with this or just our pickups
We're
right
doing
now?
polls first, the
Polls
hottest
first?
issues of the week and last week, and
Very
then we'll
good.
do back issues. Yep.
And
So
all right.
DC first, if you don't mind.
Oh, DC first. Well, dang. Let me just change that around to here. That's DC. That is Marvel. So you stay there. All right. Let's start off then with Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War.
Oh yes, I'm excited about that.
Yep. I honestly I did not request this, but it showed up in my box, and I'm like, well, okay, I will take it.
That's
There you
how
go.
Comic Hub does it.
Yeah. And next we got Detective Comics Night Terrors #2.
Oh yeah.
Number 2. I like that. That Batman is pretty wicked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that armor, whatever it is. I haven't read any
Yep.
of the character specific ones yet. I haven't even read the main story yet. I'm waiting
Okay.
because I got what I'm sure you'll show later to on Friday. So
Looks like the cover of like a death metal album.
yeah,
Does.
that looks
So
good.
Nightwing's the Night Terrors #2.
Nice.
I accidentally picked up 2 copies of this, so I'm going to send one to Sonny because he wants it.
22 copies.
2. Just 2. I'm not even sure how I picked it up. I'm like, and the comic guy that usually he's at, the guy at the shop usually catches like, hey, you got 2 in here. Is that on purpose? Didn't say anything. I just went, okay, all right, well.
Dan,
Oh, it
Like,
is.
whatever, my money.
Dan,
Yeah, I
correct
know.
me if I'm wrong, but we have heard that same line when he was showcasing the 50,000 Venom issues that he has, right?
Okay.
I don't even
Time
know
out.
how this happened.
Time out. It was not 50,000. It was more like around like 3 or 4.
49,000.
3 or 4.
Oh,
3 or
100.
4.
100.
Sal, you have 50,000 Venom issues. I only have 8,000 more books than that.
Crazy, I know.
I
Wow.
know.
Sal,
All
it's
right.
the running joke that'll never stop. Go ahead,
I
man.
know. It's all good. 3 or 4, folks.
100.
3 or 4. All right. Next up, Knights. This is the actual Knights Terror Knights End.
That's the one.
#1. This, I believe, is a variant, if I remember right.
That's the A
cover?
cover.
That is the A cover. My apologies. That is the A cover. Okay.
I bagged many of those on Wednesday.
That's what you said.
Oh,
Okay, so
Woo! Man,
this is a PG-13 show, ladies and gentlemen.
after dark,
Yes.
you know that.
what's After Dark? So I was looking for this one, Hawk Girl #1, and they finally
Yeah.
had it as a back issue. So I went ahead and threw it into my stack.
Look at the size of that mace.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Anyhow, next one up is the Doomsday Special #1, and I picked up this variant cover.
That's a
'Cause
cool
it's-
variant.
Yeah.
that is wonderful. I've heard good things about that. We didn't get it in our shop, but I'm gonna go after that next week.
So this is the C cover.
Oh, that's great.
You didn't get the
C
book
cover.
at all, or you didn't get that cover?
No, we didn't. So my shop is very small. We only have so many people come in. If they're not asking for it, we usually don't get it unless I push for it. I'm like, we need to get this. We need to get this. Otherwise, we get for polls, and then other things go on the rack. We just
Okay,
don't
so-
have the amount of customer base we need yet.
Hmm.
We're getting there, though.
So that's my DC stash. Do you want me to move on to my next,
Okay.
or
Nope.
Or what?
We will come back in just a moment. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and take over and show some DC awesomeness. So I've got a nice little stack here, and let's go ahead and get started with Night Terrors Titans #2.
nice?
Got a beautiful A cover there. The issue #1, the B cover that I got looked amazing. Changeling or Beast Boy going all over the place. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Night Terrors is flying off the shelves. Next, we have Night Terrors Action Comics, and I love this cover. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
That
that's
is very
nice.
cool. Yeah.
And that's the B cover, if I'm not mistaken, in my chair.
That was
Just
not
went
at the
down.
shop.
Oh, no, it wasn't, because it went home with me.
Oh, all the copies?
Just the one.
Oh, all the copies then.
Henshaw is
Exactly.
such a great villain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Cyborg
yes.
Superman, so
Mhm.
cool. I think he's incredibly underutilized at this time.
And when they introduced him, it was such an obscure character to bring back in that, like, when it was revealing who all the Reign of the Supermen ones were, nobody can say, "Oh, yeah, I knew it was Hank Henshaw." Like, nobody even remembered him.
Got a little comment here from I cannot pronounce that, but has any comics released recently that deal with Ashoka? Uncle Gary, I think you might be able to answer that better than I can. My shop didn't get anything.
I
recently.
thought we had one this past week or the week before that had that character on there. Yep,
Okay.
I do believe so.
Yeah, I think there is a series out for her.
Okay, there you go, Sal. If you could do your due diligence and find out what that is, ye who is watching on Twitter, we will put that in the chat for you here in just a moment.
The show's
all right. I haven't seen it yet. It's on my it's on my list, but I haven't
seen
it.
It's good.
The 3 episodes in.
Yeah, it's good.
I've heard some rear ends are pretty awesome in that. So, but anyways, Night Terrors Detective Comics issue number 2. Sal, you've got that. Once again, gorgeous cover. Now we have here Night Terrors number 4. Love the cover. Yeah, this is awesome. And then as my chair scoots down, I'm going to throw this chair out the window. This is the B cover, Sal, for Night Terrors.
Yes.
Yep, and there it goes. You're going to see me jerk, and it's just going to keep going, and I'm not even going to bother with it. Superman Annual number 1. This is about a month old, but I needed it, got it. I think this is top tier DC at the moment, so definitely check it out. Give me 1 second. I'm going to fix this POS chair. This. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say while you're fixing the chair.
Yep.
She is in a series called Star Wars Forces of Destiny. It's Ashoka and Padme. So I don't believe it's following the Disney Plus series right now, but there is a series with her right now.
With the success of Mandalorian in comic form, though, I think it's not too far away.
Right. Yeah, her and Padme, then that would be during between.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, that would be the Clone Wars. So that would be between episode 3 and
2 and 3.
2 and 3. You're right, 2 and 3.
But the spectacular of the summer has arrived, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Nort's Swimsuit Edition, issue number 1. I got the J. Scott Campbell variant.
I saw that. I didn't care for it.
I had to. I love the swimsuit stuff back in the day, and this is just perfect. So I had to get it. Sal, also, you got yours. I got mine. Gotham War Battle Lines. Looking forward to this. Zdarsky's writing it. But I did get a 1 in 25. Check it out.
Ooh, that's nice.
That was at the shop. I was looking at that one.
Yeah.
How much was it at your shop? Just out of curiosity.
$25.
I believe our shop had it for 20.
Yeah, we sold it for 25, and I could not turn it away. And I've got 2 more. And this is Catwoman Uncovered issue number 1. This is the B variant.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. I like that.
Love that. And then I got the Art Germ foil. I could not turn it away. Look at this.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow, that is gorgeous. And there goes Uncle Gary.
Oh, it was so gorgeous. He
so
fell
amazing,
off the face of the earth.
His computer exploded. It was so great.
Dan, show us your DC awesomeness this week, if you don't mind.
Okay, so I actually have books. It's been
a little bit.
One whole month since I had money to pick up my comics. I did not pick all of them up because with Comic-Con coming up next weekend, I picked up about half the stuff in my box. So some of this is going to be from a few weeks ago. Some of it's going to be stuff that just came out. I do have that Batman Catwoman book in my box. It's just not one of the ones I picked up this week. So I also got the Doomsday Special, the A cover. Of the books I picked up so far this
week.
A
cover is one of the best covers I've seen all year.
It's great. This is of all the books I got this week, this is the only one that I've read so far, but the story's really cool. It's going to lead into something else. There's a backup story with Bloodwind in it that was also really cool. That's going to lead into something else. So I'm really excited for it. And the artwork is by Eddie Barrows. who's an artist that I really like. So it was really cool.
Nice. I'm sorry, you're gonna see me just get shorter and shorter as the whole night goes on, and this stupid chair just keeps it. There's something wrong with it.
See, mine does that too, so I just leave it adjusted to the lowest setting and then adjust my camera accordingly.
Well, I don't want to have my knees up in my face. So, but anyways, go on.
So I got Batman Incorporated number 11.
Nice.
Which is
we talked about that the last episode we did.
Like you, I also got Nort's swimsuit issue.
Yeah.
I got this cover only because this was the last copy that they had on the shelf. Otherwise, I don't know what the other covers were, so I can't tell.
One was Adam Hughes. The A cover was Nort using a hairdryer on himself. Why don't you go ahead and give us an interior peek into that issue there, Dan?
I haven't even looked at it yet, so I will just flip to a random page.
Right there. Perfect. Look at that.
And again, yeah, I just, same as you, like I remember picking up that was the big thing for a while in the 90s was like the swimsuit issue. Marvel did like the magazine size ones, and Image did a couple of like Homage Studios. So it's one of those things, just I was like, you know what, this just takes me back. This is funny. And the last DC book I picked up was World's Finest Teen Titans number 2.
Look at that. I love that cover.
Yeah, and there's the A cover too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's it for me this week with DC.
All right, Uncle Gary, let's go ahead and see that stack of DC comics, please.
All right, so we got a couple weeks worth here. We'll go like everybody else, Night Terrors.
Yeah.
Also got the C cover.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Little Sandman action, Dead Man. Titans, yeah. So I've gotten every Night Terrors book. Harley Quinn.
Ooh, that one's cool.
Yeah, so that, I'm sorry, a little too quick on that. Yeah. Angel Breaker.
Okay, so break that down for me. Who is Angel Breaker?
I have no freaking idea. So, I mean, I've read it, and I don't know where she came from. I don't know what books she came from, but
no
so
idea.
it's just, so I think she's on the edge of being good or bad. I'm not sure which. So I kind of blew through it and read it quickly, the Batman Detective, the Night Terror Action.
Oh, that's a good cover.
The variant.
Oh, that's nice. Is that Solomon Grundy?
No, it's the Nightmare guy.
It looks like Power Girl.
Insomnia. Yeah, it does look like Grundy. It does look like Grundy. Batman: The Adventures Continue.
Nice, love it.
Little Doom Patrol.
Yeah, I got that one in my box to pick up.
Batman Beyond, which I'm really liking the first 2 issues of this.
Is that Neo Gothic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's selling pretty good where I'm at too.
I really dug this. The Tom King Penguin issue.
Nice.
Now, is that an ongoing or a mini?
It's a mini as far as I know.
Okay.
It's a mini as far as I know. The final issue of Dark Knights of Steel. Which I like
that's a lot. Out. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Batman Brave and the Bold.
Look at that.
And that was last week's. So this week's, it was a fifth Wednesday, so not as many. But I also got the Gnort. I like to say Gnort instead of Nort.
Gnort, yes.
Swimsuit issue. I also had to get me the Adam Hughes.
Oh, that cover.
Power
so
Girl.
Good. Yep.
You want to look down the shirt?
The cape.
It's too bad they didn't have a blank sketch cover for that, or I definitely would have picked that one up. I would have had fun.
Yeah.
Had fun.
Absolutely. The Gotham War. Yeah, that Adam Hughes is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Gotham War. A cover of Doomsday. Sitting on the throne.
He who rules in hell.
That was a good issue.
Look, now, it's After Dark, so I can mention this.
Yeah.
He's sitting on the throne. He's taking a dump. That cannot be pretty. I'm just saying. And then the Night Terrors. Night's End.
Nice.
Hit the fan. So please turn the fan on.
Regular DC.
That's it for DC this week. There we go.
Yeah, that was this week's and last week's.
All right. Sal, continue this train along with some independence, my good sir.
All right. I only have one independent for you guys this week, and I think, Tim, you're going to love this one. It is Dungeons & Dragons Saturday Morning Adventures. It's from IDW. It is a one shot.
Their Saturday Morning Adventures line is awesome. I have high praise for that. I think it's wonderful.
It says cover A on it, and I don't know what the other covers are as of yet.
Wow.
I
That's
finally
great.
watched the Dungeons and Dragons, the new movie.
What'd you think?
Loved it. I thought it was a great movie. You don't have to know anything about Dungeons and Dragons
Not a thing.
to enjoy it, but the little bit I know from when we played, gave me a greater appreciation of it. I hope they make a sequel, and I can say, as someone that watched the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon when I was a kid, I loved the little thing where it showed the characters at the end.
Yep. In the
right on.
in the games,
in the arena,
games.
Yeah.
So in the arena. So So I picked that up. That's my only independent for this week. And I read that issue, and it was enjoyable. It was a fun little. It just reminded me of the cartoon eons ago. You would
just
say.
some nice light comic reading.
Yep.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you down the independent road. I only have 2 this week. The first is Rick and Morty number 8.
Nice.
Got that.
This son of a bitch. I'm in.
Done. Yes. Once you go ahead and pull that Band-Aid off, it'll make it a lot better. But yeah, Rick and Morty number 8, and this series, which I'm incredibly excited about. Uncle Gary, if you're not reading this, I know we talked about it before. You were reading Fire and Ice, but I highly recommend getting into this. This is really
oh man,
good.
I faded again. God damn it.
Conan number 2.
That cover. Awesome.
Oh, nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah. You need to get into this because this is super high fantasy. And I read the first issue, didn't think I was going to like it. The artwork is extremely reminiscent of late 70s, early 80s, like Prince Valiant from the newspaper. It's got that kind of style, and it's really, really fitting for the story. And this is about this is more adult than Marvel or DC. There's nudity. There's some other things. There's high violence.
Nudity,
dude. It's in there. So definitely, if you're not reading Conan the Barbarian, Titan Comics is doing an amazing job, and I highly recommend.
There's a video game. There's a PlayStation game with Conan, and part of your job was to rescue topless women. That was like the best. It's like, man, that if there was a job that I was ever really qualified for, that would be it. Rescue
my God,
women speaks to me on so many levels.
Oh my God, where are they? They're just there from the waist down. There's nothing else. What's going on here? What am I rescuing? Dan, show us some more independence, buddy.
All right, I got 4 of them, and like I said, it's a mix of what came out this week and previous week. So I always got to pick up Rocketeer.
Yeah.
Den of Thieves issue 2. I've been digging that. I think it was last week you showed this one off, Tim. Void Rivals number 3.
Yes. Are you reading it?
Yes. Yeah, I haven't read the 3rd issue yet, but I read the first 2. I dug them. I'm anxious
like it.
to see how they have these characters incorporated.
So I will say this: there is another Transformers cameo in issue 3. Won't tell you who. But they're there, and once you read it and you see it, you'll be like, damn, they did a really good job.
Oh, well, that one's going to have to go to the top of the pile then. But they've released some of the covers for the Transformers books coming up, and they look like they look pretty good.
Yeah,
Megatron,
I'm excited.
Though, I saw is not. It's like 5 Autobots and 5 Decepticons. Megatron is not one of the 5 Decepticons.
But he'll be making his way in.
Of course, he'll be making it. But it's interesting he's not in the initial 5.
Yep.
So I got Big Game issue 2.
Nice.
Which the first issue was great, and I mean it's all of the Mark Millar, all of his different miniseries that he's bringing together now for this one major book. So that's pretty tight.
At the shop, Rob and Mike loved that Big Game book. They loved that.
Yeah, the first issue was really cool, and I'm anxious to see how he brings in more of these other properties. And then the last one I got is Local Man Gold.
Wow, that's a throwback.
Yeah, if you remember, that's the and this book is a print book, so there's always a story on one side, and you flip it over to the other. So that's this side, and then you flip it over,
Nice.
There's this.
My lord.
So there's always the A story that is this character, Crossjack. Now, after he's kind of been this disgraced superhero, has to go back to this small town that he came from. But then the B story is the flip one that shows him when he was in this like big time superhero group, and
Wow.
always mentions a lot of the other Image characters that were around in the 90s. So it talks about Shadowhawk and
Nice.
Cyberforce and Savage Dragon, all the ones that are still properties of Image. It's not going to talk about Youngblood or Wildcat.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want some great 90s nostalgia, while it's also a good, interesting story now, and it's really kind of like a superhero noir type of thing.
Nice.
You know, this is the book, and this isn't it like a the first storyline is completed in the regular series. This isn't part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a standalone special for it.
Yeah.
That if you were fans of Deathmate in the 90s, you'll appreciate that.
That's wonderful.
Awesome.
Is that all you got for Independence this week?
All I got for indies.
All right, Uncle Gary, take us through.
All right. I also will replicate the Rocketeer. Dan, I'll see you a Rocketeer, and I will raise you a New Burn.
Oh,
love me some New Burn. Love Zdarsky and Phillips on this book. Awesome.
nice.
And if that's not enough, I'm going to climb to the top of the jungle with King Kong.
Nice.
I really enjoy King Kong: The Great War. This is just a fun book. And then, if you want to spice it up with bullets, Battle Action.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oversized book. Garth Ennis writing war. What he does, he is a master of that. Even the back cover is really cool.
Wow.
So,
That's magazine size, right?
yes, it's magazine size. Come on, look how great that is.
Wow, that is amazing.
Uncle Gary, does your shop have any more of those?
I'll check and see. Would you like me to
Let me
hold
know.
one for you?
Yeah, please.
Yep. I know we may not have ordered heavy on it. I know Mike and I have them, but I think we had a few. We'll see if they're
Okay.
And then the Devil's Cut.
Yes. Did you read that?
I have not read it yet, but Rob read it and said it's pretty good.
I've
It's
heard
anthology.
good things about it. We got 4 copies in our shop, and I debated about picking it up, so I might get that on Tuesday.
Yeah, we had 3 different versions.
Yeah.
So this was I picked this one up. One reason why I picked this up was because it had a UFO, and I love.
Oh yeah.
Buddy Tim likes a UFO. So, yeah. So that's my independence of the past 2 weeks.
All right. Sal, moving right along, sir. We're still in polls, ladies and gentlemen. So we're checking out the latest from the House of Ideas, Marvel itself. Go for it.
All right, let's start it off with Tim's favorite writer, Zeb Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Latest Spider-Man number 32.
Wow. Nope. No thanks.
Have
I
you
tell you-
officially taken it off of your pull list?
It is off my pull list with 32. That's the last issue I am getting until Zeb Wells is gone.
Well, we are getting some more background info on this goblin, female goblin here.
I read it.
Okay, all right. Fair.
It's a hunk of shit, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell us how you really feel.
Amazing Spider-Man, written by Zeb Wells. He is burning the house of Spider-Man down, panel by panel, insulation by insulation, tile by tile. He is ruining it and destroying it. I don't recommend it, but if you love it, enjoy it on your own free time.
That's right. I'm not saying I enjoy it. I just like the fact that they gave us more information on, or
Now,
more backstory on her.
The Red Goblin stuff was cool. I dug that, and I liked what they were doing in the spot with Craven, and the heavy implications that they made in the beginning of the book.
Right.
Beyond that, that's the only praise Mr. Wells is going to get from me.
All hail Zeb Wells. All right, moving on. We have X-Men number 25, the variant edition of Alex.
There you go.
That's the one I missed.
And I just found this on the shelf at the shop. It was the only copy, and I snagged it.
Good job.
I'm like, okay, we'll have to grab that.
I'm
And
missing
then I got
2 covers, I think,
Okay.
for that. I've got 2 right now.
All right. So we got Wolverine number 36.
Helverine.
That's a cool cover.
And this story so far is pretty good.
Yeah.
This story
That's what
so
I've
far is
heard.
pretty good. So we got Venom 24.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
That is some symbiote coming out of Doom's mask there.
That's right. And notice that there was only one copy.
Ooh.
That is showing.
There's only one copy.
Was
You
the
only-
symbiote coming out of his mask or going
Yeah.
into his mask?
Oh,
Well, I haven't read the story yet,
Mm.
but let's take a look at that again if you want.
Mhm.
It looks like it's just
pouring out.
this is pouring out. I think. I think it's coming out.
Could you imagine Doom in control of the symbiote?
Yeah. All right.
Dude.
So next is Invincible Iron Man number 9.
Those
Oh,
covers,
that's a good cover.
every week I see them, are amazing.
Yeah.
If
Those
you
are
ever
good.
judge a book by its cover, do it with that. It's good.
And then we got a What If Dark Venom where he takes over the Thing.
Nice.
All right. Next up is Blade number 2.
How do you like that
As you-
series so far?
The first issue wasn't bad. It didn't. I didn't hate it, but it didn't really grab me. But I figured we'll try another issue of it and see if I really want to collect
Keep
it.
going. Okay.
All right, Death of the Venomverse number 3.
Nice.
Again, notice there's only one copy.
One. Well, it's
One.
not Venom specific. It's
That's
just the Venom.
that's
group.
one that he's showing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the
He's
only
got
one he's
3
showing.
boxes on the other side of the camera, guys.
I will gladly pan the camera around for you people to see this, okay? And since the
Good call, Uncle Gary. Good call looking out there.
Yeah.
anyhow, since the Ghost Rider
Yep.
Wolverine story is
Great
crossing
cover.
over into the Ghost Rider series, I decided just to pick up this one issue, number 17.
That's
That-
a pretty cool cover.
Yeah,
That cover is
it's an awesome cover.
wonderful.
Mhm. Yeah, I got that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving on. I picked up these 3. They are the Mandalorian. This is like their volume 2,
Nice.
but it's still following the show. So we have this one.
Yep, there we go. Very nice. Very nice.
And number
Always.
3.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that one.
And that does it for my Marvel stack.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move right along. We'll head over here. Gentlemen, I've got some nice stuff to show you for Marvel this week. So, first off, picked up some. Dan, I want to show you. I did get you that Uncanny Avengers issue you wanted.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
So that's yours. This is here. I'm going to put it in the stack of books that I'm going to be sending to you next year.
Next life.
Yeah, but they're coming. They're coming. Don't worry about that.
Just be patient.
Good.
Yeah, but picked up some facsimiles, and here's one that I've been pining for pretty much since they issued its release. So Amazing Spider-Man 300.
Right. They did, I don't think they had any of that left at our shop. Did they, Sal? I didn't see any.
They did not. They did not.
This is the closest I'm going to get for a little while, and I am happy with that. I will take
Well,
it.
I'm actually shocked. They really duplicated the cover almost identical.
Perfectly.
You know,
but
you-
you've got the barcode here, you've got the Marvel
Right.
there, and
Right.
Nice.
it's easily identifiable. Before they were a little more difficult, but
Yeah.
now I think they're making them more identifiable.
But I think you can always tell from the price too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah, that
Now,
goes away.
one thing I noticed at our shop that they just did, which I thought was cool, one of the end caps of a rack that you see literally right when you walk in the door, it's the first thing you see. It's all of the
Facsimiles.
the facsimile books. It's all of them right there. So as soon as you walk in, you can't help but see them, and it's like 10 or 15, 10 or 12 of them,
Yeah.
however many there are there. And I was like, that's a really cool thing to grab someone's attention right when they walk in.
Well, check this out. Got the foil.
Yeah, the foil. Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have those on order.
Oh, how many are you getting, Sal? I just got one. I'm happy with that. This is definitely going to get sent in.
Well,
That
Sal, if you could be tempted to part with one of them, you let me know.
Yeah. Dan, you got one coming. I got you.
There we
I got you, brother.
now
Thank you.
we got what I think is this is what drew me into Star Wars Marvel, as a matter of fact. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is the second print of Dark Droids #1. The cover
Oh,
alone is amazing.
Oh, that's a cool
yes.
cover.
That's great.
That was not at the shop either.
Looks like that looks like a movie poster.
Doesn't
Right.
it though? That's the whole reason why I grabbed it. You've got all the credits down here,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
it's perfect. I love it. This
That
is
is
a
awesome.
collab-worthy book right here. We got another part to Dark Droids. This is going across all the Star Wars titles. So Dr. Aphra #35.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm waiting to get the entire story before I sit down and read it. And then we've got
Just
another
waiting for her to show up in live action. It's gotta happen sooner or
all
later.
but done.
That is a book if you want to pick up her first appearance. While it's
Yeah.
kind of pricey, that's one that I feel like has a lot of room to grow because
Oh yeah.
eventually she's going to show up in live action, and that's just going to skyrocket.
Skyrocket. Yep.
Well, here we go. We got Dark Droids, more of the story. This is Bounty Hunters #37.
Nice.
That's a good
Not
cover.
too bad. Just like you guys, I picked up Ghost Rider 17. Cannot
Mhm.
not have this book. Look,
Right.
That cover. I
this
know.
is one of the, aside from the one cover I told you earlier, Dan, that was the greatest cover I had seen all year. This is right behind it. Right behind it. It's so amazing.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my top covers of the year. I love it.
Well, Uncle Gary, you're going to be a part of this year's Codex Awards, so keep that in mind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Another facsimile I got, facsimile, however you say it. I pay my taxes, ladies and gentlemen. Giant size X-Men #1.
Nice.
Yeah. So again, the closest I'll ever get to actually owning one, so I'll be more
Right.
than happy with that.
That's one of the two, like, people say they're Grail books. Like, that's one of the two that it is for me.
Yeah. Here is the last Spider-Man issue I will read until Doofus is off the book, but this is the C cover. No, A B C D. This is the E cover.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a good cover.
Oh,
And
nice.
that's
That was pretty
Hubert.
cool though. Yeah.
So I'm
I
cool
like
with
that.
that. I didn't get the A cover. It was John Romita Jr. was not too happy with the way it looked, but I love this cover and it looks great. And it's got I think whoever that guy is with the We Are Gods storyline coming in. So, but it looks cool. Like it. Next, I made a sacrifice. Instead of getting the A cover, I traded it to a regular at the shop for the Frank Miller variant. Not too happy with the cover, but the story itself is amazing.
Oh,
This
that
is
Wolverine one.
no,
No.
I wouldn't get that. I'm not
That,
with
another-
that cover is
It's
terrible.
another Zeb Wells book.
Yep,
It's
the Hulk.
Incredible Hulk #3. This I think is the better of some of them. The Moon Knight cover was good. The Incredible Hulk one is just underneath that.
He looks like the guy in Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade after he drank from the wrong wrong cup, as he's like aging
Melting.
before you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Uncle Gary.
Have you read this? Have you read the?
Not issue 3 yet. I've read 1 and 2.
I have not. In 2, great.
Dude, it was amazing. This is what should have come after Immortal Hulk.
I contacted Philip Kennedy Johnson and about after issue 2, and I said, dude, that is the kind of issue that Bernie Wrightson would have loved to draw. And he wrote me back high praise. Thank you so much. But it was, I mean, I looked at that and I thought, oh my God, Bernie would have loved this.
The
book.
whole story is great.
Mhm.
If you wanted horror Hulk, this is where it's at.
And Philip Kennedy Johnson will be at Baltimore
He's
this week
killing it, man.
And friend of Comic Logic, and somebody who has toured my museum.
Good friend to have. Give him praise from me, man. I am loving every bit of it.
Will.
Yeah,
But,
we got to set up
sure
an
will.
interview with him on here.
I got a couple more books here to show you, and then we will move on to some back issues. But yes, Dan, that is a very good idea. Ultimate Invasion #3. If you're not reading this, Hickman's doing a wonderful job. I really like what's going on. It's not the Ultimate Universe that you're used to. Things are different. Definitely worth checking out. That is not Tony Stark in the suit.
Ooh.
So there's that.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I got a pretty awesome variant cover. Gentlemen, this is the 1 in 50.
Ooh. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm not able to get these very often, but when I do, I'm very selective. And that Catwoman and this one, I had to have them. They look wonderful. So next is also what I think is top tier Marvel. If you're not reading it, all 4 issues should be on the shelf now. This is Danny Ketch Ghost Rider number 4. And I think the series is over at this point. Howard Mackey's doing the writing. Who'd we lose? Uncle Gary. There we go.
Lost
Howard
me. I'll come
Mackey's.
back.
Yep, Howard Mackey's doing the writing. The artwork is phenomenal. This is way back in the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider era, so worth the time. Scarecrow is in here too, and he's my favorite.
Who does the cover of that? That kind of reminds me of the old Joe Jusko paintings that he used to do.
BH is what the signature says in the background. I'm not 100% sure. Got 2 more here. Next we have Moon Knight Annual number 1. This is him fighting that dude that debuted in Taskmaster.
Oh yeah.
Taigishi or whatever his name is. I can't remember offhand. But got this. This is part of the Contest to Chaos annual storyline that's going on. Love the fact that Marvel's doing that again. But this is the last I got for the week, and this is Wolverine number 36. This is the George Perez variant. Have you guys seen this?
Yes, I have it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
His head's a
That's
little
awesome.
big, but I like the rest of it.
It looks a little misproportioned.
I think it's the X in the background.
I think it's,
I do too.
I think it's because the X
optically
blends in with the mask.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
It is cool.
Super cool. Love it.
Hey,
All right.
Tim.
Yeah.
Tim, cover artist for Danny Ketch issue number 3, Ben Harvey.
Ben Harvey. There we go. All right, Dan, take us along on the Marvel journey, please.
All right. Well, it's not Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Spider-Man book that's actually worth reading that Dan Slott is writing, Spider-Man number 11.
There you go.
Which has had Mark Bagley art. Is that Bagley art?
It is.
Has had Bagley art. Well, the cover is Bagley. It's had Bagley art up to this point, but there's a different artist on this issue, so I don't know if it's a new artist taking over or just a fill-in thing. But,
that was a fun story.
Yeah, and this delves. I haven't read it yet, but it delves more into Spider-Boy, who's getting his own series written by Dan Slott with art by Paco Medina. So I'm looking forward to that.
It's all because you guys all bought 20,000 copies of his first appearance.
Yeah,
drove the price all the way up, and then I watched it plummet like a rock in the lake.
It's still more than I paid for it.
That's true.
I will say on all the Marvel books coming out, I like the John Romita corner box that they did. That's a good tribute. And then when you open it, all the Marvel books, when you open them up, that's got that. It's got this spread in them, and then you turn the page, and it's got that in them too. So that just tells you, before it gets into like the actual issue. Yeah. So that tells you what a big deal Romita was to Marvel, that he gets not only the corner box, but also gets a four-page tribute at the beginning of all the books.
It's because of him that Spider-Man modernly looks the way that he does.
Yeah. I mean, he defined the look of Spider-Man.
I mean, Ditko, you can't say anything bad about what Ditko did, obviously. But Romita, when he came in, totally changed the visual style of the character. The man's work in Marvel is without question.
Yeah. So and normally these are these writers, artist stuff, they'll they might give them like half a page or a page. Yeah. Sometimes they'll give them like a 2-page thing. I don't recall ever seeing one. Like, I don't even think they did it for Stan Lee that I recall seeing like a 4-page.
He got that black bar across every issue.
But like, where they have the corner box and then 4
Yep.
pages right at the beginning of the book. So that tells you what a big deal he was to the company.
Yeah.
Like you, I also got the Moon Knight annual, but I got the A cover.
You got the A, yeah. The A cover was cool, but I like the B cover a little more.
I don't know how this is annual number 1 when Moon Knight annual number 1 came out last year, and it's the same.
So it's just
series.
it's the year numbering on CLZ. It's annual 2023.
It's stupid.
It is. I agree.
Last year was Moon Knight Annual 1, and I'm putting it on my spreadsheet where I list all my comics. I'm typing this. I'm like, someone's going to look at this and see, like, Moon Knight, what is it, Volume 9 now? Moon Knight Volume 1, Annual, Issue 1, 2022, right under it. Moon Knight Volume 9, Annual, Issue 1, 2023. And then, what?
Makes no sense.
So I got Moon Knight City of the Dead number 2.
Nice.
With the somewhat old school Moon Knight costume.
The new Red Scarab.
Yep, and the new Red Scarab, following the path of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Captain America finale.
There you go.
Which wraps up.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold that back up there. Who is that beautiful looking villain?
That's your boy, MODOK.
MODOK!
But this, he was a pretty big part of the Captain America's the big storyline that just ended Cold War. So
Nice.
this wraps up the Cold War storyline, so that when the new Captain America series starts, it's going to start fresh.
Nice.
This is what I think is probably the best book that Marvel's putting out for a long time. Daredevil.
Yeah.
Great writing, great artwork.
Is that the last issue for Zdarsky?
I don't know.
I want to say yes,
so.
but I can look it up.
Yeah, I think it is, because the new series is coming soon.
Yeah, they're going in a new direction. I mean, but they're starting new series. But it's been a great book.
Yeah, I think this is the last one. But yeah, it's a storyline that's been, it's culminating a story that's been going on for literally years at this point, and it's
so
been
good. Best Daredevil in a long time. Go ahead.
Because Daredevil's had a lot of great runs.
Yeah.
Zdarsky is quality writer. That's why I'm telling y'all pick up Newburn. He is really good. That is a good series.
Oh yeah.
You got Immortal Hulk number 1.
That's not Hulk.
Thor number 1. Sorry. I guess all of them are going to be immortal now.
Yeah. That's a great
I
cover.
picked up the first couple issues of Newburn. It's just one of those ones that, as I had to cut books to be more affordable, that was one. But might be picking up again soon. X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday number 2.
Nice.
And then the last one I got, like you, Tim, Ultimate Invasion number 3.
Yes. Did you read it?
I haven't read it yet. I'm not a big Hickman fan, but I have enjoyed the first 2 issues of this.
You'll like number 3.
And, I know that they're planning to relaunch the Ultimate Universe in some capacity.
Yeah.
Probably not to the extent that they had it before.
No.
But I used to buy all the Ultimate books, so I'm excited for that.
I am too. All right. Uncle Gary, you have Marvel. Let's go ahead and see that marvelous stack, good sir.
All right. So we'll start with last week's. Got the newest X-Force, 43.
Nice.
I got the George Perez variant of Jean Grey 1.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
Like that. So far I've gotten all of them, all the Perez variants. I've got the new Spider-Man, and like you, I like the Red Goblin stuff. I do, Tim. But you don't have it on your pull list. But what does this legacy numbering say? The reason I can never take it off my pull list is because the legacy numbering says 926. It has 925 other friends that I have in my possession.
That is true.
That say you better keep buying them.
I just can't
I know. Well,
the if you had 925 other ones, you would.
Right.
Well, let me tell you something. Yeah, you would. Absolutely. And I don't care if this came back and it actually smelled like shit too, I would still be buying it. So
he's like, you know what? I can put a dryer sheet in the bag and board with it.
The Goblin
That's right.
stuff. It's interesting. And I like that a version of Craven is in there.
That's right. And when
it's
I do too, and I like that version of Craven.
yeah. So, but
So
the like what Zeb is doing with the villains, that's all right. I can't complain about that too much. But what he's doing to Spider-Man is just unforgivable.
I'm with you. Listen, all this started with Posada breaking up Pete and Mary Jane, as you know.
All because he didn't like.
That's what made me
Immortal
give
Hulk,
up.
Immortal Thor, also.
Yep, I heard.
I said the same thing, and the Perez version.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hadn't seen
there you
that
go.
one.
There we go.
And that's
So there's
that's different than all the other Perez books because they're usually like kind of the white background with something on there. With everything on there.
Also, Moon Knight City. I've enjoyed this. I really like the Moon Knight What If book from a couple weeks ago.
I have that right here. I haven't read it yet, but
that's the Moon Knight that I was so used to. With Marlena, and Frenchie.
Yeah.
So, that's the Moon Knight that I knew as a younger man. The Captain America, which was good. That wrapped up that storyline. The Storm.
Oh, nice.
That's a good
Storm book. Also the Iron Man, which is a great cover. Yeah, there we go. That's a good
awesome.
place. Daredevil Echo.
There you go.
The Fantastic Four, Johnny Storm and Ghost Rider going at it.
Contest of Chaos.
Yep. So that's last week's, and then we go to this week's Marvel books now, which will give us the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider 4.
So good. Love the series.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this title, and I'm really enjoying the other Ghost Rider title. I think this has been a good time for the Moon Knight.
Yep, you got the
annual
cover.
Yep, and I'm with Dan on it. With the annuals. And I know why they stopped, because like Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man annual, they actually number was like 39 or something, right? So it's getting where it's just too many, too unwieldy. Just put the damn years. This is Moon Knight Annual 2023. Just do the years. That's and then that's why we'll do it. The A cover of Philip Kennedy Johnson's Hulk.
See, now that cover is wonderful.
Yep, that is a really cool cover. Look forward to reading this. Wolverine 36, which isn't complete unless you have this version of 36.
There you go.
Yeah. And one last Perez.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a couple of those in the shop. I didn't pick it up because of the price point, $9.99.
Yeah. Usually I pick up the A cover and whatever the variant is, but because of the price point on it, I was like, no, I'll just get the variant on this.
And that's worth every penny.
Let it ride. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh,
so that completes my Marvel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is some awesome pulls we had going there. But now let's go ahead and get into some back issue goodness. Sal, do you want to take us down that journey this time?
Sure. I would love to.
There's a little bit of context you have to give us for what you're about to show.
Yes, so I'll start off with, while I was on vacation, I hit a comic book store in the Outer Banks called Super Galactic Games and Comics. They primarily sold games like PlayStations. They have all the video games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They sell a lot of adventure games or Dungeons and Dragons type games. They sell a lot of minis. They have tons of Pokemon stuff. They had some wall art, but they also primarily had back issues. They don't do any new stuff. They only did back issues. So, that being said, I went on a tear, and I found some stuff that I bought. So let's start off with this Spider-Man Storm Power Man book.
Yeah. Battling Smoke. That is an anti-cigarette smoking comic book, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. So let's do this. Whoops.
Was that that anti-smoking comic book from the American Cancer Society?
It does not say.
I'm sure it is.
it probably is.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. But it does not say on the cover.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Smoke. Right. What a bad guy.
So I picked up some Green Lantern Corps back issues. So we have number 10.
Nice.
That was a good series.
Yeah, it was.
Tomasi
And
wrote
number
that,
9.
right?
What's that?
Was that the one Tomasi was writing?
Let's check really quick here. What? I can check really quick.
Does it have the name
I
on the
can-
cover?
It does not have Tomasi on the cover.
Okay.
Unless his name is different. I mean, or it's the last name. I don't know his last name.
Yeah.
No, it's not Tomasi.
Champagne, Gleason, and Collins is what it looks like.
I'll let you guys look it up because I'll keep going.
Fair
So
enough.
I got number 12.
Ooh, that's a good cover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 19.
I'm surprised
I'm
these are
going
not in
backwards.
bags and boards yet.
No, these were. I walked in. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Is this all you have for, issues?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "We only do the back issues. Like we just bought a huge collection." And I said, "Okay." I said, I had a bunch of GLs in my hand. He goes, "Are you looking for any more GL?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "We'll stand by." And he comes back out with a long box and drops it on the counter. And he's like, "Just go, tear through it." And that's what I did. And this guy did not have everything bagged and board.
Wow.
It was just like this. So most of these were $1 each.
Nice.
There was a couple that were a little bit more, but he did give me a 20% off discount on everything I bought.
Is that because of the shirt you were wearing?
I wasn't wearing the Codex shirt. I was not wearing the Codex shirt that day. So I picked this one up, Hawkman number 1, strictly for the cover, because that's just a badass cover.
Yeah. Hawk World. Wonderful.
Hawk World. And that was $1.
Have you read the original 3-issue Hawk World miniseries?
No, I have not.
I have.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Tim Truman, creator of Grimjack, one of my favorite creators. That 3-issue miniseries is phenomenal, and there's a gut punch in the 3rd issue that you don't see coming. That is just it's just jaw dropping.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So next up is Green Lantern. This is the variant edition.
Wow.
That's the B cover.
Yep.
Going at it.
All right. Now we get into a little bit further back. These are from Volume 2 of Green Lanterns. This is number 147.
Oh, nice.
I love that cover. That's nice.
And honestly, these are not in bad shape at all for these. Number 148.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, nice.
That's that high science fiction Green Lantern stuff, and that's great.
It is. 155. This is one of my favorites.
Oh, I love that.
The whole thing right there on the cover.
Yep. Number 164, also another one of my favorites.
Green Lantern the Barbarian.
He's formed a sword and everything on there.
Interesting.
So.
Wow.
Some 165. We got a little Green Arrow love here.
Oh, some John Stewart.
Mm-hmm. So this one was $3. I think $2. Sorry.
You got your money's worth.
Oh yeah. 169.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So who are the other Green Lanterns on that cover? Do you know?
This one looks like I don't know actually.
Okay.
It looks like one of the other modern Green Lanterns, but it's not her who I'm thinking of.
Got it.
Let me see the cover.
Yeah, Uncle Gary, do you have an idea?
I can't tell. No, because
purple skin or blue skin?
Blue. Yeah, it looks like purple.
I know it looks like the one. If it's the one you're thinking of, I agree. It looks like the one that became an Alpha Lantern.
Yes.
Yeah, and she right, and she was had a pretty fierce attitude.
Right. She actually gets thrown out of the Corps eventually, but anyhow, this is number 170.
Ooh, I like that.
Gil Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Gil Kane cover.
Another one of my favorites here, 181.
Ooh.
First appearance of Wolverine.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
There you go.
Good job.
I quit. It was actually 180.
I know.
Lara.
I know.
Is that her
Lara?
name? Lara.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, and I don't think that's her though.
Jamie's not watching this live.
She first appeared in '93.
So he's not
okay.
He's not watching this live, but when he does, this whole section is going to be his favorite.
Yeah, it will be. 189.
Oh,
Oh, Sonar.
Mhm.
Yep.
wow.
So those are the GLs I picked up, and I got one more. This was up on the wall, and it's in a
Ooh, wall
like
book.
plastic case. It's a wall book. It's Miss Marvel number 4.
Oh,
Nice.
Are you
So
going to
they
keep
had-
it in that case?
Yeah, I've already. It's really easy to open. It's not like a hard case to.
That's
really,
nice, though.
It's a nice display.
Well, that's what are you
Sal,
going
when
to
you-
keep that book in that case, or are you going to put another book in there?
Oh, I'll probably put another book in this case. I probably will.
So when you get a chance, look up Green Lantern Volume 2, number 52.
Green Lantern 2. I'll look it up in there in a minute. This is my
Mhm.
last issue for this. So I got this for $20. I might have paid a little bit overpaid
I
for
think
that, but
we talked about it not too long after you did that. I think you were right around.
right.
Pretty
But I'm
close.
including the hard case. These hard
Yeah.
cases go for about $15.
Yeah.
It on itself. So I don't think I got too robbed on that one. Plus,
No.
he did give me like 20 or 25% off. I forget which it was.
Yeah.
But so that's what I picked up
Not
while
bad.
I was on vacation. Hang on, but wait, there's
Oh,
more.
there's more.
Oh,
There's more. I just recently got 2 back issues. Another Green Lantern variant cover for number 1 Rebirth.
Oh,
The Van
that's nice.
Sciver cover.
Wow.
And picked up a Absolute Carnage variant.
oh,
Is that Anti-Venom and Shriek?
Yeah, not
That's what it
Shriek.
looks like.
Scream.
Scream. That's right.
Mhm.
2 words for the same
Mhm.
thing.
I know
Yep.
those are eyes behind anti-venom, but it almost looks like wings the way that they're on there.
Wow.
Right. It looks like they're wings of him, but it's actually Carnage's eyes.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
great.
Okay. And I have a slab to show you.
Oh, let's do it.
So I'm going to hide the score. And let me see
The
if I get a good
score.
angle on this one.
Oh,
grade
it's
on
the
it.
variant.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
very it's
Or
Batman
it's the
420,
facts.
423. Where is a good angle for this stupid thing?
It's the 423
The foil.
foil
It's the
Virgin
foil.
variant. Yep.
Oh,
Oil Virgin variant.
the best angle for that would be right
there.
here with me.
Oh.
God, Dan, you're hilarious, man.
Full of
Would you rather have that or the original?
I have the original as well.
Good man.
I also have the third print.
I only
But-
have the second print.
Less of those.
It's also a 9.8.
Whoa.
9.8. Look
That's
at
what I
that.
was gonna
Woo.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that's just beautiful.
So the back is also
Oh,
Shiny.
shiny as well.
Wow.
So this was they called this one the Fan Expo Special Foil Edition A, Virgin cover,
Wow, that's wonderful.
and that completes my back issue gems.
All right.
Nice pickups.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, moving right along. Gentlemen, I got some stuff to show you tonight, and I hope you are ready.
I'm ready.
sure.
So, first things first, I want to show you a trade I picked up for $5. Can't go wrong.
Is that Wells' backstory?
It is not. This
His
is
autobiography.
actually
Autobiography?
Michael Turner. So,
It's
which
swimsuit edition.
Origins? Yeah. First couple of issues, beautiful
Nice.
Michael Turner artwork. $5, couldn't pass it up.
Oh yeah, good
and
price.
Great series back in the 90s. Carried on into a television show, video games.
You keep touching her where she's not wearing pants. I just want you to know
I know that. Don't worry about where my fingers are.
She
Is
knows
that
that.
scratch and sniff?
We know that.
Do what?
Is it a scratch and sniff book?
Oh,
No, no, it is not. Moving forward,
Moving right on.
we are going to go from DC to Independent to Marvel. I got a stack to show you. So, Wes and I went to a shop called McKay's in Knoxville, Tennessee. If you're from Knoxville, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it's this big secondhand store, video games, records, movies, toys, and comic books. They have a whole upstairs section devoted to comic books. Some of the stuff, and we did some video there too, so that'll be coming out in the near future. But in their comic section downstairs, they have a bunch of highly overpriced books behind the glass case, like $30 to $50 above fair market
Jeez.
value. So a lot of those books just sit there. However, upstairs in the long boxes, and these span quite a bit, they've got some nice stuff. I found Heathcliff 25th anniversary there for $3.
Nice.
And
Ah,
that book
That's a good
goes
pickup.
that book retails for 30 to 50 on a good day. But here's some of the stuff. It's intermixed with all my back issues I'm going to show, so I'll point out the ones that I got from McKay's. But found Infinite Crisis #1
ooh, yeah.
Oh, great cover.
for $1.
Oh,
$1. Oh, it can't be that.
No, as soon as I saw it, I was like, it's coming home. I'm taking that. And I also found issue #2 for $1.
that's a good one.
They did not have #3. That was not in there. Nor was
That's quite the shelf she's got.
it absolutely is. You could put a dinner plate on there.
Yes, you could.
That is the
And
better
anything
place.
that spills, you could happily get.
I also found some detective comics. Always will pick up detective. They're always good reads. Issue 646 for $1.
Nice.
Yeah, can't go wrong there. Then we got 613 also for $1. Love the cover. Love
Yeah.
it. And got issue 853 for $1.
There you go. Nice.
Not too bad.
I love the cape working at it.
That is Andy Kubert after Bob Kane. So a little play on Detective 27.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, I got another issue I needed for my Superman / Batman run. This is issue number 66 during the Blackest Night
Oh.
storyline. Got
Nice.
that for $1. This one was a pretty sweet find. The value on it is not super high, but I was very excited to get it. And Uncle Gary, I think you'll be excited about this too. This is beautiful Perez work. This is Wonder Woman #2.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Yep.
$2. $2.
$2.
I couldn't pass it up. Face
My
off.
$2.
I want my $2. Face off at 30,000 feet, gentlemen. Beautiful work. Any Perez stuff I'll grab. So that's it for DC as far as what I got at McKay's. There's still more, but we'll get to them later. A couple weeks ago, I was in South Carolina. I don't know if I showed these books off the last After Dark we did, but this is the 4th reprinting of Action Comics #1. This is from 1988.
oh, cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Pretty sweet. I think this is going to grade extremely high. I think easy 9.6, maybe a 9.8. Then we got this is I didn't get this in South Carolina. I got this at my shop that I work at, My Guys Comics in Clinton, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Superman #413. I love the cover. The cover is amazing. Look at this.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What does it say? Do something, Superman. If you can't save the world, nobody can.
No pressure.
No,
Yeah.
none at all.
No pressure.
Looks like everybody's fading away and he's the only person in color, and it's just amazing.
Well, look at the bright side. Traffic will be a breeze.
That is
Mhm.
true. Now, gentlemen, we're going to go with some 12-cent goodness. This
Uh-oh, here we go.
12 centers.
yeah, this now makes officially the earliest Batman issue I own. It's a pre-200. So this is Batman #167, a book-length spy thriller, 0 hour for Earth. Look at that.
Oh,
Nice.
That's a nice
Beautiful.
addition, too.
Beautiful.
It's got a big roll here, but it can be pressed out. Beyond that, there is next to no spine damage. It doesn't look like there's even staples in the book, but I'm pretty confident there are. But with a good press, this book will grade pretty high, and it's
Nice.
gorgeous to boot.
Beautiful.
Love
That's
it.
an excellent book to display.
Oh, 100%. Next, we have Batman Gotham Knights. Got this for cover alone, and it looks wonderful. This is the same guy that did the work on the Joker graphic novel with Azzarello. I can't
Lee
remember.
Bermejo.
Bermejo.
Yeah, there you go.
Bermejo, yeah.
Yeah, this
His
is
stuff is fantastic.
that's the whole reason why I grabbed it. Batman Gotham Knights number 51.
And he did that.
Yeah.
He did that Black series too. The Batman.
Yeah.
Dark
Batman
He did the
Damned.
Batwang.
What was it?
He did the Batwang too.
Yeah.
Batman
The
Damned.
Black Damned.
Yeah. So gorgeous cover. Next, I got this based on cover alone. This is Batgirl number 35. This is the B variant. That's getting slammed.
That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous cover. I love it. Next, I got this at my buddy Bob's booth. He has a booth at an antique store, and this was one of the books in there. Didn't have it, so I had to get it. This is Batman number 439.
Oh, cool.
Nice. You're 3.
Yep.
Yep.
Should be a Perez cover too, right?
It absolutely
It is.
is. Good eye, sir. Good eye. George Perez's name is right there.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. Now, here is some more 12-cent goodness. And this I was extremely happy to get. This is Hawkman number 16. A go-go gorilla with a big beat takes on Hawkman and his swinging mace.
This is a great cover.
Love it.
I have the whole series. This is a great cover.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is a good
Nice.
cover.
That should be Murphy Anderson.
Yes, Murphy Anderson, right there.
Look at that.
Good eye, sir. Good eye. Couldn't pass it up. It was $15 on the back wall, and
Gorillas sell.
well, they very much do because I bought it. But yeah, I wanted to get some old Hawkman. He's one of my favorite DC characters, and I couldn't pass it up for the price. Now, here is the Independence portion of what I got. This one came from McKay's store that me and Wes went to. This is Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, issue number 5.
Oh,
$2.
Nice.
$2.
$2.
Now, here's these were some pretty nice finds that I picked up there. These are Finch sketch covers. This is Unbreakable Red Sonja, issues 4 and 5. He did one of these for each of the issues. I think it only went 5 or 6 issues. But look at these. These are absolutely gorgeous. This is issue 4.
Nice. Beautiful.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
Look at that. For $1.50.
and he will be at Baltimore Comic Con this weekend.
Yes, you will.
Let me shove this in the computer so you can take it. This is so good. But look at issue 5. Issue 4 is my favorite. Issue 5 is wonderful. I don't care what anybody says about the lack of armor this woman has on her. She is as brutal and destructive as Conan or any other fantasy type character that's out there. She can hold her own weight, and yeah, it's amazing. Here's issue 5. Look at that.
Oh, fantastic.
So
Yeah.
good. So good. And for $1.50, as soon as I saw him, Wes was standing right next to me. I was like, look at these. Whoop, they're coming home.
Stan would say, "These are coming home with me."
These are coming home with me. Next, got this in South Carolina. This is second printing for Something Epic number 1. If nobody's reading that, either here on the panel or out there in Radio Land, you guys need to read this. Yeah, take a look at that.
That's cool.
Oh, great
Yeah.
homage.
The
Nice.
artwork in that book is just phenomenal.
Top tier. But as soon as I saw this, I thought it was issue 3. I was like, I don't have issue 3. I didn't even look. I was like, I'll take that. Got home and I was like, oh, number 1, second printing. What do you know? So here's something I found. Used to have the issue, got rid of it because I didn't really know what it was, but I'm glad I got it back for a reasonable price. This is Radiant Black number 1, the B cover.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
$10.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. Not at all. So I've got issue 1 and 2 now. Here's another good one, another independent. This is starring Laura Croft as the Tomb Raider, issue number 1 by Jurgens, Park, Sabal, and Smith. Take a peek at this, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Oh,
So good. So good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember when that book came out.
I don't, but I remember it now. Here is pit number 15. So lower print run. This is right toward the end of the series. $5 cover alone. Could not pass it up.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's
I
cool.
think I have. I think I have a complete run of that book. It was one that I read when it came out, and like it was like, yeah, it's kind of a Hulk ripoff. I was like, whatever.
If you do when he left Image and went to Full Breed, the print run got way smaller.
Yeah.
So yeah, seeing some of that in the wild, pretty awesome. Here, do you guys know who Boss Logic is?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got 2 covers for Boss Logic in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is issue number 1. This is the Raphael cover.
Nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's nice. And then next is the Leonardo cover.
Oh,
Wow.
that's cool
Very
too.
nice.
I like the Raph cover a little better.
Well, now you got to find the other 2 to go with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're gonna get into some Marvel. And it's worth the amount that I have to show you because the last book will be good. Don't worry, guys. It's worth it. Sal, this one's for you.
All right.
This is Predator number 1. This is an awesome variant. I got it specifically because of the cover, and I thought of you, and I even said so when we
Yeah.
recorded.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Nice.
Love it.
with
Damn.
the Iron Man head. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, and on top of Avengers Tower too.
That's top. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
How much
So,
did you pay for that?
$4.
Not bad.
So
Yeah.
a dollar
Cover
under
price?
cover price. Nope,
Oh.
cover price was $4.99.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Very nice. You can send that to me anytime you want.
negative, sir. The pattern is full, Ghost Rider.
That's a negative Ghost Rider.
Now, this one is Amazing Spider-Man number 61. Uncle Gary, I think this one you're going to love. This is the B variant, but the cover alone is gorgeous and gives me flashbacks to Days of Old. Take a look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that. That
yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That is classic and simple. Yep.
Perfect. And it's so pleasing
Mhm.
to look at, and
Yeah.
this is definitely going to be a display book for me. This is going on the wall.
Yep. Yep.
That's
Love
Are
it.
you gonna get it graded?
No, I'm just going to take a nail and yeah, of course I'm going to get it
Well, I
graded.
didn't know. You just said it was gonna go on the wall. Like I don't. Maybe you just put it in the top loader.
I don't have top loaders. Well, I do. I have one, but the book that it's in when I show it to you is coming out. This one I got at McKay's, Dark Ages number 1. I've got 2 number 1s already, but I never had the A cover and I wanted it. So I picked it up for $1.50.
Cool. That was a cool.
Nice.
Good looking.
Yeah, it should have went longer. It was disappointing
Yeah.
at the end, but the series itself is solid. It'll
Yeah, it felt like you're right. It did feel kind of rushed.
rushed, yeah. So the next one is Secret Invasion Volume 2. This is number 1. This is the D cover, and Iron Man just cannot catch a break because his helmet is held in the Super Scroll's hands here.
Oh, nice.
See, all the way down there.
Yep.
Yeah. And I paid
Something with somebody holding Iron Man's head.
right. I paid $2.50 for this, so
Oh.
can't pass it up. They got great deals in the books upstairs, but in the books behind the case, forget about it. Venom, Venom number 6. This is the return of Eddie Brock as Venom. I have the Walmart variant with the blue lettering, but this is the A, and I got it for $3. Couldn't pass it up.
Oh, cool.
Oh, very
go.
cool.
Yeah,
It's a cool
very
cover.
nice.
Big surprise. I have that issue.
Oh, do you? Oh,
What?
fantastic.
How
What?
many?
Now, let's see here. I want to show you guys some X-Men stuff. As you all know, I am working on getting as far as I can. And as of now, I am at, and I will tell you, I
You and
am,
me, you and me both, brother. We're trying to do that.
I, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, me too. That's what I'm
Yeah,
working.
I just bought.
Me. Oh no, I'm good.
He's like, I already got them all.
We're trying to
got 'em all,
catch up to
sorry.
you. But I just bought 156 the other day. That is on its way. So with that, I am now at unbroken from 143 to 544.
Nice.
And I am working my way back. 142 is
To you,
in
babe.
my sights.
Working my
Yeah.
way back to you.
Fuck yeah. Oh,
Babe.
there's one.
Oh,
We
But
just R rating.
the senses are coming down on us.
let me show you some X-Men goodness, gentlemen. Issue 138. This has been homaged plenty of
Oh,
times.
Yep.
that is a
Yep.
great. That is a poignant. That is a poignant issue too.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Colossus leaving the X-Men. He who stuck around when everybody else was gone, who
Yeah.
raised the new team in the field. I mean, and now he's out. What in the heck?
Seeing
is
his
going
gal
on?
die contributed to that.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
So there's that. Now let's go to 153, and now for something completely different. That's a Monty Python reference.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Yes, it is.
That's a cool issue too.
That's
I believe this is the first appearance of Lockheed as a prototype.
Yep.
and that's
Yeah, it
back to
is.
a Cockrum cover, right? Dave Cockrum.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
And wasn't that the first appearance of the Bamfs?
Yes.
I believe it
yes,
is.
it was.
Nice.
All
Yep.
right. So
Yeah.
this is a pretty major key.
Yep.
Now we move on to and this copy, Sal, is minty fresh, super sweet, major cherry. This is issue 155. Take it.
Send it to me.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice.
Love
That's
the
a good
cover.
cover. Yep.
Gorgeous. This next one I picked up, 157, is equally as minty fresh. And the cover alone is gorgeous. It's the Phoenix, but she's dead. Surely you know that a Phoenix dies only to be reborn again.
Yep. That was a good issue.
Love
That
it.
was a good issue. Yep.
Love it. The whole Phoenix saga is must read. Next we have Uncanny 158, Rogue kicking the snot out of Wolverine.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Then we have 161, and this is it for my Uncanny stuff. Love the cover. I think this is a retelling or the telling of Magneto's origin.
Oh,
The
yeah.
telling. It's not a
Yeah.
retell. It's the telling of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. Great cover.
Though it would still
Nice.
be how many more years until we actually learned his name?
Right?
Long time.
Hey, Mags, what's going on? Now, here is a X-Men #1 Legacy 645. This is a beautiful sketch cover. I can't remember who did the sketch, though. Brooks, I think. But take a look at this.
Oh,
Ooh,
fantastic.
Yeah. Cyclops on one side, Wolverine on the other. And guess who's in the middle of those two beautiful friends?
Looks like she's jumping out of a cake.
She
Yeah, I was gonna
absolutely is, and so are they.
Yeah, okay.
Call a devil's threesome there.
There you go. Rub that picture, Logan. That's all you're going to get. Next, we have, moving away from X-Men, we have the Incredible Hulk #193. This is a gorgeous cover, classic cover, and a major fight between Doc Samson and the Hulk.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
The doctor is in.
Oh, and his name is Samson. So good, so classic. Paid $8 for it. Couldn't pass it up. Couldn't.
Nice.
Next we have. I only got issue 2 of this. I'm missing issue 1. But this is the last Avengers story. I've heard many
It's a good
things
story.
about this.
That's a great
Yeah.
story.
That it is incredibly brutal too.
It is one of the most brutal you'll read
Yep.
from mainstream characters.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
They
gotta read the
collected
first
this
issue
not
first.
long ago with both issues together.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called the first and last Avengers stories.
Yes.
And I it's on my watch list on eBay, and I just haven't picked it up. But
Yep.
this is issue 2. Got this for $4. And I thought that was a pretty good buy.
Yeah.
it's not bad.
It's a
Good
really
story.
cool story, but like I said, it's brutal.
We are getting down to the last four guys. Next, we have What If number 50. What if the Hulk had killed Wolverine? Gotta love
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
yeah,
little chrome cover.
And it's a
the
newsstand.
chrome. Yeah, that's right. Nice.
Nice.
And I paid $5 for that.
Nice.
Not bad. Next, we have the first appearance. I didn't realize it was until I got home. First appearance of the Ironmonger. This is Iron Man number 200.
There you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty cool. Pretty cool. $8 for that, and I thought that was a pretty good deal. Obadiah Stane would be proud. Now, 2 books left. These are the ones I wanted to show you. This book here, Heroes for Hire, this is probably the most racy cover I have ever seen from Marvel, and I had to get it. When you see this, Dan, yeah. Look at this. This is something else. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, holy smokes. As soon
The
as
look on the face. Who is that all the way on the right?
So this is Black Cat. I don't know who this is. And this is
Colleen Wing?
probably some hentai action is going on here. This is an incredibly not suggestive comic. I mean, there is goo all over these ladies.
We know
there's about to be more.
Yes. Holy cow. But the last issue I want to show you guys, this is in the awesomeness. So this is a direct. It needs a press, but I think that this will grade high. I'm going to be conservative and say 9.2 at low, 9.6 at best.
Wow.
But take a look.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, 9.2 on the low end, 9.6 on the high end. I'd be happy with any of those grades, 2, 4, or 6.
Beautiful black cover.
Yes, and there's no fingerprints on the black either. So if it gets a 9.8, I'll be incredibly happy, but I'm not gonna wish for that.
Well done.
Yes, very much so. $60.
Nice.
Not bad.
No.
Not bad, considering the way prices are going right now. So that's what I got. Dan, what about you? Do you have anything this week?
Well, I don't have any back issues this week. Anything that I bought recently because with Baltimore Comic Con coming up.
Yeah.
Right, what little money I have to spend, I'm trying to save it all for that. Though I will show off one book from my I'll show off a couple things real quick. This one I put up on the rack just because this was the cover of the day that Uncle Gary had posted. First U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. First cameo of Arcade. Written by Chris Claremont. Drawn by John Byrne. With a cover by George Perez. I mean,
so good.
I mean, can't go
wrong with that.
Top tier all around.
And when I said earlier, I was happy to go to the comic shop because I hadn't been. It was a month. So I was reading a bunch of back issues in the time that I hadn't gone because what am I going to do? Not read comics? That's
not happening. That's not happening.
So this was the stack that I went through. I'll just go through them all super quick. So these were ones I had. Some of them sitting around longer than others to read. So this is the first 10 issues of Nova.
Oh, wow.
I think this was the second volume.
Yeah.
This was when he was in the New Warriors, and it was, I want to say, like when New Warriors was around in the 20s or so. So, it started off being written by Fabian Nicieza, and then someone else took over a few issues in.
Gotta love that mullet.
Yeah, and like you notice on the trim of the covers, like the first issue, all right, it's the it's the gold because it's the 90s and that's that, and then they got this kind of cover design on the trim
Wow.
issues until you get to 4, and it's like, no, we're getting rid of that, right?
We're done with
Oh
that.
no, we're bringing it back for the next issue, and then for the next issue, and then for the next one, and then oh nope, it's gone again, and oh now it's back, and oh now it's gone again.
Oh
So
my
they
God.
didn't know what they were doing. The books, I like Nova a lot. This series wasn't that great. It's very 90s ish. The artwork's really not good. The writing was okay at the beginning, but
They were capitalizing on the New Warriors' popularity at the time.
yeah,
Because Night Thrasher had a book too.
yeah. Night Thrasher had a 4-issue miniseries, and then he had an ongoing series.
Yeah.
And one of the things in that they actually had it was a crossover that went between New Warriors, Night Thrasher, and Nova. And I think there was another book that popped in there. I also read this that I got the first 9 issues of Excalibur.
Yeah.
Which, God, so good. The artwork is fantastic.
Everything about the early issues of Excalibur is wonderful.
Chris Claremont wrote it. I love that it's just
Alan Davis did the artwork.
Yeah, Alan Davis is fantastic. And it's not just like, oh, it's X-Men in England. Like, no, this is very much where the team is getting to know each other, getting used to each other's personalities.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's a lot of weird stuff that happens to him in it, which was really cool and separated it from the other X-Men stuff.
Yes, it is its own thing, and it's so gorgeous.
And it was just like this awesome cover. It's just like, oh, you want a cool cover? No, mate, you got to check inside for that. And yeah, like I said, just weird stuff that happened in it, but in a good way. And
yeah,
it's like, oh, we need a fill-in artist. Oh, how about Ron Lim, who just knocked it out of the park? You get the awesome Phoenix 90s mullet too.
Yeah,
the classic Shadowcat costume.
They need to bring that costume back. That was an awesome costume.
So that, and then the last thing that I read was this really cool Batman miniseries from the late, I guess what would you say, the late aughts,
2000s
Underground, which was a 9-issue miniseries that was really cool that involved the Suicide Squad coming into Gotham and like snatching up villains and disappearing them, and you find out throughout the issues why that's happening, and it deals very heavily with the Bat family more so than Batman, with Penguin. This was the time when Riddler had his own detective agency. It was kind of a good guy ish.
See, I like DC's logo.
The covers all connect.
And if
covers
you notice,
the covers make a big picture. Yep.
All of these covers, if you were to lay them out, connect into one giant picture. You
Wow.
had was in there. Vigilante showed up. Wow. It's got Catwoman on this, but she never really shows up in the book. But this was a really cool, fun read, and this led into another miniseries that came out right after it called Salvation Run, and it was all stuff that kind of was starting to tie into when they were doing Final Crisis, getting ready to do Final Crisis.
And that's Jim Calafiore too.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It was a lot of fun. And then just real quick too, this was the stack of stuff I was getting ready to read before I picked up the new issues, was from the Old Dagger series. So I didn't get to these, but these are next on the stack of the old back issues.
Look at that gorgeous 25th anniversary.
Yeah, 2 copies of it.
Nice.
Newsstand and
direct.
The direct edition.
Wonderful. Dan, it's always a pleasure when you dig into the boxes and bring out some cool stuff to show. I love it. I think it's
Thank you, but the guy coming up next does a better job of that than I do.
You're right there, but I think you're right behind him, because with that amalgam stuff you showed last time,
those were so fun.
Plus those nice little dips into the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. It's wonderful. Uncle Gary, show us some back issues, and then please turn the lights on for the showcase.
All right. First, let me say this. I don't really have any. I have recent back issues, but not any real old ones. in 2 weeks, when you see my haul from Baltimore,
I can't wait.
and I can guarantee you that there will be a Golden Age book.
Yes.
Because every time I go to Baltimore, I pick a Golden Age book to make sure that it comes home with me.
There you go.
There we go. So
that book doesn't know what kind of hospitality it's going to get.
Last year I came back with 2 All-American Comics number 31 with Green Lantern, and More Fun Comics number 50 from 1939. That was that football cover. So, we'll see. So I don't know which book it is yet, but it's going to be one that appeals to me. But that's my tradition. Every year, at least one Golden Age beauty comes to me. So
it's
going to be it's going to be NFL Super Pro number 1.
Yeah, sure. Sal, sounds like what, baby?
I was going to say, this sounds like it's going to be its own show on its own.
Yeah, I'm down with that, guys.
It's going to be special. Whatever I come back with. So I got this a few weeks ago. I went to Warrenton, Virginia, to an antique mall where my buddies that run Pop Comics are. And I got this for my good buddy Tim there, and a few others. But I had to show that cover because that is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is amazing. And then,
ladies and gentlemen, be aware that Uncle Gary and I, once he helps me get the full run of the Ostrander run of the Spectre, we are going to review it all.
Absolutely. This is another one from that run that I got for Tim. This is a Mandrake cover, glow in the dark. So pretty special. Good. The run is great. So I can't wait till we finish this and look at it. So that was for Tim. So for me, got this awesome peach Momoko cover of Ghost Rider that I didn't get originally.
I like that.
I thought about it and didn't, and then later on, I think Tim showed it one week, and I was like, I should have got that. Well, I had the opportunity, so I got it.
That's great.
This is probably from about 10 years ago. This is an alternate Harley Quinn cover, and I love holiday covers.
Oh, that's cool.
The Frank Cho stuff, when he was doing that whole run of variants for Harley Quinn, I was watching his progress with that on Facebook. It was so fun.
So great Easter cover. So I love that. I caught a couple books that I have these, but these had interesting scribbles on them. This one had a scribble from Rags Morales on it.
Wow.
Nice.
So, like I said, I have the book, but this is a signed copy, $5, Rags Morales. And like I said, I know the guys that run this, so I don't need an authenticated to it. And then I got this one's got a scribble from Kevin McGuire on it.
Wow.
So
that's a lot of too. Love that.
There's a lot of cleavage here. You want to look down the shirts again? Okay. That's a lot of cleavage there, man. Huntress and a Power Girl. So can't go wrong there. And then I'll show you 2 collected editions. But first, I know this isn't our usual thing, but we got a Jay Garrick.
Yes.
Hey.
And if you got Jay Garrick, you got to have Alan Scott too.
Oh, are those new figures that are out or older figures?
The Jay Garrick maybe a month or 2. The Alan Scott about a month.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
So my buddy, if you watched You Grumpy Old Nerds last week, my buddy Gary Promise from Gary's Grails, he does toy hunts and he's on YouTube. His channel's Gary's Grail. Give him a look. He hunts these things down for me, so I've got him in my back corner.
That's great.
Marvel Epic Collection, X-Force. This is the number 8.
Nice.
Number 8 in the run. I mean, of course, I have all the originals, but in series I like having to not open the originals.
See, and the X-Force was solid for a while.
Yeah. This is 85 to 100.
Wow.
Annual 99, and then X-Force Champion. So annual. Now, so I got those. Now I'm going to show you my favorite thing that I've gotten maybe in the last month or so. A collected edition that is spectacular.
Uh-oh.
Spooktacular. Are you ready?
Yep.
This sucker's heavy. It's a good thing I got all that to lift it. You ready? You ready? It's coming. It's coming.
Holy
it's coming.
shit.
Wow.
Oh,
that's huge.
Yeah, art on that is awesome.
Okay, so that's Jim Aparo. As is that.
Wow.
No, this is Neil Adams. So the dust jacket, that's Neil Adams.
That is so wonderful.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
That is.
That is the back. That's Jim Aparo.
With Dead Man.
What do you see? And you know, it's even pretty without the dust jacket. Jim Aparo.
Oh,
Ooh. Nice.
Can you say
great.
that?
Okay. He's giving him a hug.
that was
Yeah.
great.
And see the stranger, the shadow behind him,
Yeah.
and on the back,
Oh,
I
wow.
love that.
That's awesome.
Jim Aparo. So, what this collects, this has some issues in here that I don't have, which is important. I've been waiting for 2 years for them to finally get this damn thing out. Phantom Stranger first appears in 1952. It's a 6-issue series, and that's it. And then he's done. Then he does not appear again until 69 in Showcase 80, Showcase 79 or 80.
Wow.
I can't remember. I think 80. Anyway, and he hadn't appeared in all those years from like 53 to 1968 or 69, and then he appears again. And then after that, he gets his own series again, and that went 41 issues. So this collects the first 6-issue series. This collects the 41 issues of the Phantom Stranger book. It collects his Brave and the Bold appearances, his great appearance in Justice League 100, if you've never seen that.
Wow.
And so this is my favorite purchase in a while. And that's a big, heavy book. It's expensive. I get a nice owner's discount, thank God. That helps.
Nice.
Anyway, that's my favorite purchase there. So
Wow.
That's
hey
nice.
Dan, I asked a little bit ago. I was wondering I'm not Dan. Sal. Green Lantern Volume 2, number 52.
52? Yep.
Yeah.
I know it.
You
I don't
see that
have it.
cover?
But yep.
Does that cover look familiar? Isn't it like the one you just bought?
Yep.
Homage
Yes, sir.
to it? Yep.
Yep.
So when you
Most
showed that,
definitely.
I was like, I know that's an old Green Lantern cover.
Yep.
So,
It is.
all right. We ready for the Showcase Showdown?
Yes, sir.
Because we're talking Showcase Showdown, the great Bob Barker passed away. How many of us, watched it with our grandparents or a parent?
When we were sick from
When we were
school.
sick.
Yeah, grew up
You
watching.
know, and then my God, the great cameo with Adam Sandler. where Bob,
I saw an interview with him about that, and the director was like, "Okay, we'll have a stuntman come in," and he's like, "Stuntman? No, I want to do the fight scene." So the only thing that he didn't do was the roll down the hill, and the stuntman hurt his back rolling down the hill.
Wow.
didn't he call him a bitch in it? Didn't
Yeah,
he
he
call
said,
him,
now you've had enough.
Price is
bitch.
wrong, bitch.
No, that's
Price
what
is
Adam
wrong,
Sandler said to him. And then Bob Barker beat the snot out of him. And then he goes, "You had enough." And he tries to get back up one more time. It hits him again.
Like,
And goes, now you've had enough.
Yeah.
Bitch.
So we got to say, rest in peace, Bob Barker. And I'm
Yes.
wearing this shirt because Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough to see him live, and his music has been a part of my life since the early '80s. So maybe late '70s. So, definitely late '70s, because that's when Margaritaville was my first exposure to him. So Jimmy Buffett, man, God bless you. The music and the enjoyment that you've given me for hours, for all these years. Thank you, sir. So
Yep. He'll live on forever with that.
Yeah.
absolutely. So, what got me thinking of Bob Barker was a Showcase Showdown. So today, any clown can hold up a book like this. That's this stuff. But it takes a special clown to hold up a book that's that big.
Nice.
The
So it is
treasury.
Treasury edition time for the
Yes.
Showcase. Great Batman, Neil Adams cover. This is actually from the great, this still of Adam, which is a famous Batman still, is actually from the great Batman 251 issue.
Wow.
Yep.
With the Joe where he's holding the playing card, the Joker is.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that issue's got that great image in it.
Who did the cover? I'm sorry. Who did the cover again for that?
This is Neil Adams.
Neil Adams. Yeah. That's what I
but
thought.
this is an interior from Batman 251.
Correct.
An interior, but this is the great Neil Adams. So absolutely. So we got that. Let's have a really cool Shazam cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Oh, and by the way, these that I'm showing you, they're almost perfect condition, baby.
Wow.
I got them from my buddy Damien.
Nice.
He got a set where they're almost perfect.
That's great right
Isn't
there.
that great? There's Superman cover. Let's see. Let me keep them in order because they are in order. I don't know if any of y'all are old enough to remember the Shazam TV show.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But that's the character that played him.
Wow.
Now,
what a great television costume.
Yeah. We showed you know what kills me with Shazam is the short cape. You know, I'm not sure what that's about. But we showed the great Jim Aparo with the Phantom Stranger.
Look at
How about
that.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
where's the sweet spot?
Nice.
Yeah. Well, how wonderful is that?
I love
You
that
know?
cover. The cape is
Yeah,
flowing all over the place.
Yep. I just love it. And the villains are up like their bat signals.
Yeah.
You know? Cool. On the back, full Superman.
Oh,
cover.
that's even better.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. A great classic Clash cover.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And on the back, little Dick Tracy action.
Ooh, you don't see that very often.
No, this one's kind of harder to find. Another great. So this is collecting the Batman Ra's al Ghul, the first appearances. And that's Neil Adams.
That's wonderful. Man, that is modern artwork right there.
Yes, it is. Yeah, Neil Adams is on my Mount Rushmore, man.
Yeah.
So without a doubt. My guy that I'll see again that I'm fairly friendly with, Mike Grill.
Wow.
With this Superboy in the Legion.
I love everything that man's done.
Oh, I do too. You know, I keep every year. I'm like, come on, dude. There's got to be a Warlord omnibus. You know, come on. He's for it. It's just DC doing it. I know everybody has this one. This one is actual my copy, so it's not as sweet as the others because I had it since I was a kid.
I don't have that.
I don't have that either. That's nice.
That's my Superman Muhammad Ali. Yeah.
I wonder who wins the fight.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Do you know?
I do not.
Oh, I know. I know.
Powered Superman, right?
Yes.
It's not. Yeah. It might be the fellow that floats like a butterfly and spins things like a bee that won that fight.
Correct.
So, what were Marvel and DC's first collaboration?
Oh, the one you're about to show.
Actually, it's not.
No. It was a Wizard of Oz book.
Yeah.
It was Roz. What was their second?
Superman versus Spider-Man. Yep. There it is.
There it is.
Man.
Bought that. This is my copy that I bought off the rack. So it's
look at Sal. There you go. Oh, I think he froze right in the middle of the showcase. There we go.
Oh,
nice.
Yep. Superman, Spider-Man. You also had Doom and the Parasite.
Wow.
Yep.
And now, you know, how about Batman and Hulk?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
That's a good one.
I wonder who would win that fight.
Yeah.
Why they chose them two to go at it is beyond me. Maybe they were the two most popular at the time.
I think they were using, you know, who was popular in the right of the time. And just to show you that I could show a
TV shows.
Great Marvel. This, of all the Marvel treasuries, this by far to me is the greatest cover.
Yes.
Yeah. The first, there it is, Sal. The first spectacular Spider-Man.
This is the first Marvel treasury.
Yeah.
This is number one. This book, my buddy Damien, who Warthog Comics, who will be also at Baltimore. There was a collection that we looked at, and it ended up what he was asking was a whole lot more than what Damien was going to pay for it. He did end up selling all this, but they had a copy of this that was signed by Stan Lee and John Romita. And it was sweet. I mean, it was before Stan's signatures got really sloppy, and because I had was helping Damien with that collection, if he had ended up buying it, I would have got this. I would have got the
Oh,
Stan Lee, John Romita one. But what a great book to have signed by Stan the Man, right?
Yeah.
And Romita.
that cover right there, though, is classic. It is iconic.
It is. And then think how cool this is to display this book because of the size of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so cool. So anyway, that's the
And
showcase.
CGC does not make the cases to fit those yet, do they?
Yeah, as
No,
far as I know, those can't be graded. Yeah.
I thought that
Yeah.
CBCS has started to do it now.
Oh, are they? Well, there you
Yeah.
go. God, that's got to be expensive though.
Yeah.
So, but
Wow.
especially with Dick Tracy, you hardly ever see that one.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
Gentlemen, what a showcase. What a show. What an episode. Very, very awesome. Uncle Gary, I cut you off, man. You were going to finish saying something.
oh no, I was just gonna say, I appreciate being able to show those, and like I said, and remember, fellas, I will be otherwise engaged next Saturday. I will be recovering. So when we do the
Nice.
show, so that's what I feel like, that I'm going to be sound asleep when we're doing this, getting ready for my final day. And fellas, when I see you two, maybe have some of my treasures already and get a preview of what I've already purchased
Wow.
when I see you next week. Yeah,
Perhaps you can help us acquire some treasures of our own.
There
I'm
you
good
go.
at helping people spend money. I spend money.
Oh yeah, you helped me spend mine. Very much
I
so.
did. I did, but usually I can get people some pretty good deals. So
You
Yeah.
did. You did. You worked me a good deal on that Spider-Man Treasury book. So
Well,
yeah.
all right. Oh, go ahead, Sal. Sorry.
No. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring this colossal Treasury Edition episode of the Codex After Dark Comics of the Week to a close. Holy cow, 2 hours and 14 minutes. I love it when episodes go like this because there's so much to look at, so much to see. And ladies and gentlemen, it's just going to get better from here. We are at 963 subscribers right now,
close.
guys.
Nice.
close.
We're getting there, and we
Oh.
need your help, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed to the Codex Station yet, this is the kind of content. Exactly. This is what
Yeah,
you're
do it.
Do it now.
along with all kinds of other things. Comic Character of the Week, the whole Codex After Dark with Breaking the Code and Comics of the Week, the Codex podcast, on the
Interviews.
spots, interviews, one shots, and so much more. There is so much content on here for you to sift through. Just pick a video and start watching and go down the Codex rabbit hole. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Please, please, please. We thank you very much for all of it. Ladies and gentlemen, please find us on your favorite socials. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station, and that is where we will be, your favorite social media platform, or where we're live streaming right now. All you got to do is hit the like, share, and subscribe. It would be super awesome. We would love to have you as part of the Codex family,
Hit it.
as the immortal Tone Falcone, the sci-fi swordsman, said. We love heroes, and you are a hero, ladies and gentlemen. Also, don't forget to head over to thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Thecodexstation.com, ladies and gentlemen. And also, don't forget tonight's sponsor for this episode, the wonderful W Energy. Go ahead and head over to w.gg to save 10% on your order using keyword code -X at checkout. Now, let's go ahead and remind everybody who's sitting here doing some awesomeness today. Sal, where can people find you when you are not doing Codex stuff?
All right. When I'm not here doing Codex stuff, you can always find me on YouTube. I'm at 100 subscribers. Go check out Sal's Comic Corner and give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe. I would love to have you on my page as well.
There you go. You have some themed days for your shorts, sir.
I
What
do.
would those
I
be?
do. I've got a Signature Saturday today, which features a slab book that's been signed. I have a Slab Tuesday book, which is just a regular slab book for the regular slabs, you know,
For the regulars.
for regular. And then I also have a Showcase Thursday, which means anything goes. I show off prints. I show off other stuff in my collection, and those are my
Body
3 days.
parts?
Body parts if you want. That's the OnlyFans.
That's the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Sal's Comic Corner.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sal's
hit
Comic around the corner.
Hey, right on. Reach around the corner. Anyways, ladies.
South Comic Dark Back Alley.
Wow, that's wonderful.
That's
gentlemen.
good. I like that one. Sal's Dark Back Alley.
I guess it's better than Sal's Gaping Holes.
Oh my God, Dan!
There we went again.
Can you be commissioned to draw a gaping hole for Sal, please?
Yeah, if the price is right.
The price is right.
Is wrong.
Bitch.
Oh my God.
You can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. Go give me a follow. I'm working towards 800 and ultimately to 1,000. When like the Codex station, I will be doing a big giveaway at that point. So go help me out. Commissions are open, so buy something. So as I've said before, so your money may become my money, so I can spend that money on buying more comics. Yeah, so go check it out. Help me out, and
got somebody
beside me
yeah.
has got a lot going on as well.
Oh, fancy that.
Magnum PI there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Magnum, when you're not PIing, where can people find you?
Let me tell you something. PIing takes a whole lot of time.
Oh.
And when you're older, you do a lot more PIing than you used to.
In the middle of the night.
That's right. 3 or 4 times.
Oh, my God.
So, I am one of the proud owners of Comic Logic, Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. If you are in the area in Northern Virginia, please come and see us. These fellas over there have been there, and they were great people to have in our shop. You can catch me there every Wednesday morning, get my weekly fix, tapping that vein. Now, you can see us at Comic Logic. We're on the road this weekend. You can see us in Baltimore Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Baltimore Comic Con in booth 501. We are in booth 501 at Baltimore Comic Con. You can see us there. We do a Facebook Live show the first Thursday of every month where we do our preview show. The second and third Thursday, we do our Yeet Grumpy Old Nerd show that these fellows participated in last week, and we enjoyed having them there. And you can catch us there. And then you can also see the covers under the name of Opie Taylor on Facebook. I will put the daily covers on the Comic Character of the Day site that our good buddy Archduke Kevy found. So that's it for me. Back up to our main man, our moderator, our golden voiced fella
Tim,
there,
the tight-fisted,
the terrible. He is. I don't know anything about his tight fist.
The silver tongue, ladies and gentlemen.
Not so bad.
Tim, not so bad.
Oh my God!
Tim, the mediocre.
Tim the kind of okay. Right
Tim
on.
the
I'll take
tepid.
it.
How about Tim the tepid? That's not right.
There you go. That's perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing us into your homes tonight. We incredibly appreciate the time that you've allowed us to give to you so you can sit here and watch 4 guys talk about comic books and show some awesome books and look at some beautiful treasures from Dan and Uncle Gary, Sal, and myself.
That's right.
This is what we look forward to every weekend, and we are glad to have you as a part of this. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tim. This guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is the cheeseburger in paradise himself,
That's right.
Uncle Gary, and next to him is the former owner of Threads, now owner of X, Dan Kelly Art. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
No snide comments or dirty jokes or anything like that.
No.
Gaping holes.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
There it is.